Hey, what's up, everybody? Just want to do a quick video. On stacking cash versus stacking precious metals. It can be silver, it can be gold, whatever precious metals we're stacking. Stacking cash versus stacking precious metals. Now, I love stacking silver. I love stacking gold when I can get my hands on some. But the way I look at it is stack what you can afford to lose. If you can't afford to lose it, don't stack it. And the reason why I say that and the reason why I'm making this video is because I haven't been stacking as much precious metals this year as I have in the past because I have a lot more financial obligations and financial obligations that I already knew of ahead of time. So I knew that I wasn't going to be able to stack as much precious metals as I would like to. But then there's also the financial situations that come up that you're not prepared for. So just recently, I had to pay $300 approximately to get my garage door fixed. And if I didn't have cash to do that, then I would have to sell some precious metals, some silver or some gold that I wasn't prepared to sell, and then I would probably be taking a little bit of a loss on premiums and that. So silver and gold, precious metals will probably never ever go to zero, but they always fluctuate. They always go up. They always go down. Sometimes they're going to be lower than what you have invested into it, and then sometimes they may be higher than what you have invested into it. And if you have to sell when they're a little bit lower, then of course you're going to take a little bit of a loss. So I like to stack cash first, and then whatever I have left over, apart from my savings, from my cash savings, because let's face it, I mean, the dollar or fiat is what pays the bills. Typically, silver and gold, apart from a rare instance, is not going to pay the bills. So I like to stack cash first, and then if I know that I have enough cash and stuff for bills that I have to pay and a little bit extra for stuff that may come up unexpectedly, then I can put the rest into precious metals, silver and gold. But I believe in, for people who are preppers. I'm not necessarily a prepper for, like SHTF and stuff like that. I just like to keep, a good amount of physical assets in precious metals for, in case something happens, with the economy or the dollar, but not necessarily SHTF kind of situation. But I believe in a long-term and a short-term prep. Your short-term prep probably should be in fiat cash for, unexpected emergencies and stuff like that. And then your long-term prep, I believe, could be in precious metals, silver, gold, and possibly, palladium or platinum, which might be more of the investment side of it, the palladium and the platinum, versus the money side of it, which is silver and gold. But we also have to live, as much as we all love the silver and the gold and living for what might happen in the future, we also have to live for what is happening right now. And what is happening right now is we have a pretty strong dollar right now, and anything can happen tomorrow. But today, cash, fiat is what pays the bills. And I know in a lot of my most recent videos, I do talk a lot about, debt and paying off debt and cash and stuff like that, only because that's what's happening for me right now. Is without having a safety net in cash, I would be forced to sell precious metals and be forced to take a loss. See, I don't take a loss on precious metals because I don't have to sell it right now. If I had to sell a good part of my stack right now, yes, I would probably have to take a little bit of a loss from where I purchased it. But because I have the safety net, number one, in cash, and no matter where you want to keep it, that's up to the individual. If you want to keep it in your house or keep it in a bank, that's up to the individual and what your outlook is of everything. But regardless of where you decide to keep the fiat cash, we need to have a large amount of, whatever you consider a large amount, but a large amount of fiat cash first before stacking the precious metals, because unfortunately, again, that's what pays the people who are going to be coming for you for the bills, the water bills, the electric bills. That's what keeps the lights on. Fiat cash keeps the lights on, and keeps the debt collectors away. Most of your debt collectors are not going to accept silver or gold or any type of precious metals for payment. And that's why a lot of my silver purchases lately, and probably for the upcoming future, for the short-term future, is going to be in smaller increments of silver, like one or two silver eagles, maybe a little bit of constitutional silver for the time being. And then maybe I'm probably not going to be able to stack bulk, buying tubes of silver eagles and that probably until hopefully 2020. But for the time being, it's going to be smaller increments of accumulating precious metals, because that's what my budget right now allows me to do. We all need to have a budget, and for me, my budget into silver or into gold is what I can afford to lose today in case the price of precious metals were to dip lower. Quite often we talk about the silver to gold ratio, what the market thinks the silver to gold ratio should be, but I like to keep my own personal silver to gold ratio kind of like 90 to 1 silver to gold, and that's just for me personally. Everybody else, again, is a little bit different. Some people like their silver to gold ratio to maybe be gold, 90 to 1 or something like that. But then I also like to keep my own personal cash to precious metals ratio to probably be something like 90 to 10 or something like that, cash to precious metals. But again, everybody is a little bit different on that front as far as cash and your cash stack versus your precious metals stack. But I think your cash stack should probably be a lot bigger than your precious metal stack for everyday living situations. So that's the way I look at it. Let me know how everybody else out there looks at it. Everybody else has a different, I know, everybody has a different mindset, a different outlook into it, but that's how I look at it. I need to have a allotment of cash first, and then after I'm done, if I feel I have enough cash, then the reserve can go into stacking precious metals. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot, everybody, for stopping by, listening, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.